He didn't have that problem early on. He just became a really, really good player and tough to beat. And now, especially in recent years, he's taking it to another level.
It's 2020, the world is grappling with a global pandemic, and the Vienna Open has just witnessed one of the most shocking upsets in tennis history. The legendary Novak Djokovic, world number 1, finds himself on the losing end of a match that would go down as the most one-sided he's ever played in his career. Today, we take a deep dive into this unforgettable encounter between Djokovic and the unrelenting Lorenzo Sonego. So, buckle up as we revisit the match that left the tennis world utterly speechless.
It's terrific. Approaching the hour mark.
And as always, if this video serves up some tennis joy, volley that like button and backhand a subscribe for more ace-worthy tennis content like this. More than 90% of you amazing spectators aren't subscribed yet, so give it a click and let's get you on our tennis-loving team. Djokovic, the undisputed king of tennis with 17 Grand Slam titles under his belt, facing off against Sonego, a 25-year-old Italian who had never won a set against top 10 opponents. It seemed like a walk in the park for Djokovic, right? Well, as Bob Dylan said, the times they are a-changin', and so was the outcome of this match. The players. Let's take a closer look at our contenders. Novak Djokovic, a Serbian tennis pro who turned pro in 2003, has become a household name in tennis, dominating the sport for over a decade. Meanwhile, Lorenzo Sonego, a young Italian player with only one ATP Tour title under his belt, was still finding his footing in the world of professional tennis. Who would have thought that their paths would cross in such a remarkable way? The first set. Against all odds, Sonego stormed through the match, defeating Djokovic with a 6-2, 6-1 victory, leaving fans and tennis pundits speechless.
Clean as a whistle. What a start this is for Lorenzo Sonego.
Right from the beginning of the match, it was clear that something was off with Djokovic. He made an unforced error in the first game, setting the tone for the rest of the match. Sonego seized the opportunity and there was no looking back. Sonego himself was over the moon, exclaiming, "For sure, it's the best victory of my life. Novak is the best in the world. Today I played so good, it's unbelievable. It's amazing. Can you believe that just 5 days prior, Sonego entered the main draw as a lucky loser after losing a 3-setter to Allianz Bedene in the final round of Vienna qualifying? It's like the tennis gods decided to give Sonego a second chance to shine, and boy, did he ever. The second set. As the second set started, Djokovic struggled to find his rhythm. He missed a forehand into the net on break point in the first game, giving Sonego the chance he needed. Sonego was like a predator sensing weakness, and he pounced, relentlessly attacking Djokovic with powerful ground strokes and aggressive tactics. Even when Djokovic had a glimmer of hope, earning 3 break points to potentially level the set, Sonego refused to let go of his iron grip. He maintained his advantage, and the crowd couldn't help but be in awe of his relentless determination and exceptional play.
He's done it! Brilliant passing shot from the Italian. He is in dreamland here.
Behind the scenes, press conference. Now, let's dive into what happened after the match. Djokovic entered the press conference room, clearly still processing the unexpected turn of events. Reporters were eager to hear his thoughts on the match, and he didn't shy away from admitting that Sonego simply blew him off the court. In fact, he even said it was too good.
Feeling is terrible after playing like this, honestly. But congrats to him. He stayed tough in the important moments, and that's it. That's all I can say. Good luck to him.
As reporters continue to ask questions, they couldn't help but wonder if Djokovic's recent securing of the year-end world #1 ranking
From the world #1, quite rightly so.
had any effect on his performance during the match. Djokovic candidly admitted that, yes, it did have an effect on him. He smiled and shrugged it off, showing his sportsmanship despite the crushing loss. The Djokovics Perspective. But let's not discredit Djokovic entirely. He was definitely having an off day, making an unusually high number of unforced errors. However, Sonego capitalized on these errors and played fearlessly, exhibiting remarkable serving and returning for the underdog. You know what they say, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. And that's precisely what Sonego did. He turned Djokovic's off day into the opportunity of a lifetime. It was as if the stars aligned for Sonego, giving him the perfect chance to make his mark in tennis history. The aftermath. This shocking upset meant Djokovic missed out on the chance to guarantee his spot atop the year-end FedEx ATP rankings. Had he won the Vienna title, he would have tied Pete Sampras's record with 6 year-end #1 finishes. Nevertheless, Djokovic still had an impressive 39-3 record for the season. Sonego's victory not only catapulted him into the tennis world spotlight, but it also etched his name in history as the first lucky loser to defeat Djokovic and the first Italian to beat a world #1 since Fabio Fognini defeated Andy Murray in 2017. Looking ahead, following his victory, Sonego faced Daniel Evans in the semi-finals. Evans, after defeating Grigor Dimitrov, acknowledged the challenge ahead, saying, "All the matches in this tournament are very difficult. There are some great players here, and I'm just very happy to have won and rest tonight. Have a good sleep." The impact on Sonego's career. This victory undoubtedly had a significant impact on Sonego's career. Not only did it boost his confidence, but it also proved that he could compete with the very best in the world. Since then, Sonego has continued to improve, becoming a force to be reckoned with on the ATP Tour. Analysing Djokovic's perspective. There are a few ways we can look at Djokovic's approach to the match in Vienna. One perspective is that he showed up and took care of business, earning his year-end world #1 ranking and then allowed himself to let go. It's clear that he didn't put up much of a fight against Sonego, but perhaps it was a calculated business move on his part. However, some tennis fans and critics have taken issue with this perspective, accusing Djokovic of disrespecting the tournament and its fans by not giving his best effort. After all, the tournament organisers and the ATP put in a lot of effort to make these events happen. The fans too deserve to see their favourite players giving it their all on the court. It's a stark reminder that in tennis, much like in life, there are no guarantees. A match can change on a dime, and an underdog can rise above and make a name for themselves. After all, every champion has their off days, and every underdog has their moment in the sun. COVID fatigue. A possible factor. Another angle to consider is the impact of COVID-19 on the players. The pandemic has taken a toll on everyone, and tennis players are no exception. Djokovic, like other players, couldn't bring his family to the tournament, and even hometown hero Dominic Thiem had to stay in a hotel instead of his own home. It's possible that Djokovic's motivation was dampened by the ongoing challenges and restrictions, and the thought of going home to Serbia and being with his family became more appealing as the match progressed. In the end, Djokovic seemed to be at peace with his loss, acknowledging Sonego's deserving victory and accepting the outcome. Whether fans agree with his approach or not, remember that tennis players, like all of us, face unique challenges and must make tough decisions in these unprecedented times. What did you think of this legendary match? Were you as shocked as we were? And what do you think this means for Sonego's future in tennis? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And that, my friends, is game, set and match for this episode of Glam Slam Tennis. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss a moment of the action and what we have in store. Until next time, stay fabulous and ace those serves.